To be named as a legend of the Collingwood Football Club says it all. All those chosen for the Collingwood Hall of Fame are true greats of Collingwood. All those chosen have made a profound contribution to the ongoing success of Collingwood. They've given extraordinary service to the club. They embody the spirit of Collingwood. It's not just about being a great footballer. That's part of it, obviously. It's about being a great Collingwood person. A person with skill, courage, sportsmanship, and as Mick Malthouse used to say, teammanship. The committee in making its selections also takes into account games played, state representation, premierships, club and individual honours, and Copeland trophies. Their names and deeds live on in the history of the Collingwood Football Club Hall of Fame. And tonight, it gives me the greatest of pleasure to welcome two of the great brothers of Collingwood history. Len and Frank Murphy were members of the record-breaking Collingwood Machine team who played in 10 grand finals and brought home 7 premierships to the Collingwood Football Club.
Collingwood has been blessed with some of the finest families in the history of Australian football. And tonight, as we celebrate the induction of Frank and Len Murphy, another Magpie family receives its due recognition. The brothers' career trajectory swept them straight into the sweetest spot in football history, landing them right in the middle of the revered Machine team that won 4 consecutive premierships between 1927 and 1930. Frank Murphy, the eldest of the pair by 4 years, broke into the Collingwood side in 1925 and clocked 145 games by the end of 1934. He was known as a clever centre-half forward who was a fine mark, a good kick and a smart player at ground level. He was one of just 12 players to feature in all 4 Collingwood premierships between 1927 and 1930. Len Murphy, meanwhile, was bigger and stronger than his brother and carved a niche for himself as a ruckman during the club's finest era. He wasted no time in proving himself to his teammates, breaking into the premiership winning side in the opening round of the 1928 season at just 18 years of age. The Murphys hold a unique place in the club's history, for they are one of just 6 sets of brothers to have played in a Collingwood premiership together. And tonight, Frank and Len Murphy, 2 masters of the club's golden era, join the pantheon of greats in the Collingwood Football Club's Hall of Fame.
And ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the stage now Gabrielle Murphy, who is the niece of Frank and Len Murphy. And just to underline their magnificent career, Frank played 145 games, but the best stat of all is in that in his 145 games from centre-half forward, he kicked the grand total of 1 behind in his career. He represented Victoria 3 times, a life member in 1935, and kicked 121 goals won in his career as a centre-half forward. A member of the Machine, as we said. And his brother, Len, Essendon tried to recruit him, offered him 10 shillings, but Jock McHale made sure he came to Victoria Park and he became a superstar of our club, awarded life membership in 1940. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, on behalf of the Murphy family, Gabrielle Murphy, the niece of Frank and Len Murphy, our Hall of Famers.
Well, on behalf of my family, the family that are here tonight, and also the extended family, I want to thank the Collingwood Football Club, and you particularly, Eddie, for this amazing honour. As we grew up, we considered Frank and Len to be heroes of ours, local heroes, who we know that in Clifton Hill, where they grew up in a big, working class, poor Irish Catholic family, they were local heroes as well. But for us tonight to have this honour given to us cements that feeling we've always had, and we just appreciate it so much. So, as I say, they grew up in a big Irish Catholic family. There were 3 brothers and 3 sisters, and they came to Clifton Hill from country Victoria and lived in a tiny little house in Ramsden Street, which is about 2 streets away from Vic Park. The fact that they were part of the Machine team made their legend even stronger. And I think just to finish off, I just wanted to say to the team of today, we'd like you to take seriously the fact that their record has been unbroken all those years, and we'd like you to stop Hawthorn and and keep that legend true. Go Pies. Thank you.